What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing we're gonna be ranking the arcs in One Piece, in my opinion. Of course, you can have yours, but this is just what I feel like because I recently just caught up to One Piece. Technically today, yeah. February 14th. After a year and a half to this day, I started One Piece, and then because of the live action, I started One Piece, and now here I am, a year and a half later, caught up to it in the anime, of course, not the actual manga. But yeah, I'm just gonna be ranking the arcs and then doing my favorite parts in each of the arcs. And yeah, let's get into it. So first, I have East Blue. I'm gonna say it's perfection because just having like that intro with Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Nami, and then going into the Grand Line, I feel like it was a really good intro for One Piece, and really set the landscape of what the One Piece world even it's just the beginning, small specks of what the One Piece world is. It was honestly a good starter in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to put it in perfection. This is my favorite clip.
ルフィ、何よ。何も知らないくせに。8年間この島で何があったのか知らないくせに。
ああ、知らね
あんたには関係ないから。島から出てきって言ったでしょ。
え。ああ、言われた。
出てけ。あんたなんか出てけ、出てけ、出てけ、出てけ、出てけ、出てけ、出てけ、出てけ。ルフィ、助けて。
俺の宝物に触る
Next is Whiskey Peak and Little Garden arc. I wasn't a complete fan of it, but I'm not like a hater of it. So I feel like I'm just gonna put it in meh. We did get introduced to Dory and Brogy though, and that was like a very, very good foreshadow of Elbaf and all that, and have those giant warriors. That is nice to see, but it was just kind of meh. Though this was my favorite part in it though.
な。ゾロ、あんた何やってんの。
固まるんならこのポーズがいい。
そんなふざけてる場合じゃん。
ふざけてるんじゃねえ。まずいな、こりゃ。本当に早い。ポーズ決めといてよかったぜ。
Now, of course, next arc is Drum Island arc. I'm probably gonna have a lot of bias with this one because of Chopper being, of course, my favorite Straw Hat, and the different landscape of what Luffy had done with Nami and then Sanji, and then helping with uh carrying out that bunny, all that, and then protecting Chopper's flag, and just all that, Luffy just being Luffy basically, and saving his friends and his crewmates, and then meeting Chopper, of course, and changing Chopper's whole perspective, and to having Chopper see like his master's like thing, just his cherry blossoms would go off. So I'm gonna have to put this in high perfection. And of course, this is my favorite part.
おい邪魔口。
麦わら。
お前は嘘っぱちで海賊をやってたんだろ。命もかけずに海賊やってたお前らはこの海賊旗の意味を知らねえんだ。
あいつ
その旗の意味だと麦わら。まあ海賊どものアホな飾りに意味なんてあるか。
だからお前はヘナチョコなんだ。
何？
これはお前なんかが冗談で振りかざしていい旗じゃないんだ。
カバめ、冗談でなきゃ王様のこの俺が海賊旗など掲げるか。そのカバな旗をいちいち立て直すんじゃねえよ。
避けろ、危ない。この旗がお前に折れるもんか。
ルフィ、
直撃だ。
吹っ飛んだろカバめ。まあ
ほらな、折れねえ。
バカなアホだぞあいつ。
一体どこの誰の海賊旗なんだか俺は知らねえけどな。これは命を誓う旗だから冗談で立ってるわけじゃねえんだぞ。お前なんかがヘラヘラ笑ってへし折っていい旗じゃないんだぞ。
Alright, next is Alabasta. This one was a struggle to originally get through. Like, watching it as I was going, like, this was a long arc. Like, 70 episodes. Beginning it is a long arc. Like, I know that, like, it was 60, I think 1 episodes for East Blue, but that's like 5-6 different arcs in one. And Alabasta was kind of just like that one arc. Though it did have the good story of Logia types and Luffy overcoming it because of the water and building on top of the world of devil fruits. So I want to put in perfection, but I definitely want to put in meh. I think it's going crazy. Now there isn't a lot of like of my favorite scenes in this, but I don't want to sound too repetitive, but I think this would definitely be my favorite scene.
突き放したんだろ。あのな、なんだよその気のねえ返事は。メソメソすんな。そんなに別れたくなけりゃな、力ずくで連れてくればよかったんだ。
野蛮人最低。
マリモ
サントリュー。いや待てルフィ、サントリューは悪口じゃねえぞ。ユントリュー。いやだから増えてどうすんだよ。いいか、納豆あるだろ。納豆にさ、お前腐ってるとか言ってもよ。
やっと島を出たみたいね。ご苦労様。
組織の仇討ちか相手になるぞ。
なんであんたがここにいるのよ。
エクシューエクシュー。
誰だっていいさ、綺麗なお姉様だ。
そういう物騒なもの私に向けないでって前にも言ったわよね。
あんたいつからこの船に。
ずっとよ。これあなたの服でしょ。借りてるわ。
なんだこりゃバラムワークス。
モンキー・ディ・ルフィ、あなた私に何をしたか忘れてはいないわよね。
ルフィ、てめえ綺麗なお姉さんに何しやがったんだ。
おいお前、嘘つくな。俺は何もしてねえぞ。
いいえ、耐え難い仕打ちを受けました。責任取ってね。
あれは誰でなんだ。
海軍を呼ぶぞ。
意味わかんねえやつだな。どうしろっつんだよ。
私を仲間に入れて。
Alright, next is Skypiea. So again, introduction to Logia. Not introduction, but like building on top of the Logia types that Luffy has to fight too.
この海の果てに
I feel like having the rubber against the Enel and him being a god, being all that, and then Luffy just basically being able to counter him constantly. I definitely like that a lot more than Alabasta. And on top of all that, it was definitely strung out, but having the Joy Boy foreshadow what I think 900 to 1,000 episodes, no, definitely not 1,000, like 900, 800 episodes prior is definitely cool, and definitely brought up the story of what Oda can do with foreshadow, and I really like that. So I'm definitely gonna put that in, top crazy. But yeah, this is my definitely gonna be my favorite clip in Skypiea.
1億ボルトホーリ
I Now this one might get a lot of hate, but I liked Long Island arc because it was I know it was all filler and all that, but I generally liked having the Davy back fight, having Chopper and then Robin getting away, that intensity of having Luffy's crewmate being taken away was fun, and Luffy just couldn't do anything until he had to win, even though all that was happening. And it was honestly a good arc for filler, even though it's probably an unpopular opinion. But I liked a lot of it, and my favorite part was this.
親戚いや俺はトナカイあれは鹿だ Alright, now we're getting into a good 2 arcs for a minute. Water 7. Introduced to Frankie. Introduced to CP9, a higher piece of the government. Just honestly, going married, falling out, Usopp and Luffy having that duel. The whole group is into turmoil, and honestly, it's having that all unfold and having basically the group almost fall apart because of Usopp and the going merry was a really nice part, and the build up to Robin being taken away and Robin's whole backstory of being the demon child and what happened on Ohara and the 100-year void was really cool. So I'm about to put that at perfection. And this was just a crazy arc, but this was probably my favorite part. ゴムのピストルラッシュダイヤル一つ卵干し腐ってるくそこの野郎真面目にやれバカバカしいか大待ちだぞルフィ何をこれが俺の先頭だまた打ち回るのも気をつけろよ足元はすでに巻き火し地獄だこそばし入ってバリネ
ぶのはガトリング三連火薬もだぞお前の衝撃インパクト
勝負あったな。
お前が俺に勝てるわけねえだろうがじゃあな、ソップ。今まで楽しかった。
Alright, next is Eni's Lobby. This is gonna be my first god tier for sure. Because having Gear 2 and then Gear 3, Gear 2 is still by far my favorite gear by a long shot. But having Gear 2 and then Gear 3 showing up in this, and having like a whole bunch of government people that the Strides had a difficult time dealing with, especially Rob Lucci and Luffy's fight was fun and entertaining to see, of course. And then having Usopp become Soge King and all that. And on top of that, having them shoot out the world government's flag, so they just like declared it on the entire world government, and Spandam was shocked. Definitely puts this in God tier. It has a lot of good parts, but like I don't know. It's probably gonna be hard to choose, but this one's gonna be my favorite.
これが世界だ。盾つくにはお前らがどれほどちっぽけな存在だか分かったか。この女がどれほど巨大な組織に追われてきたか分かったか。
ロビンの敵はよく分かった。ソゲキング。あの旗撃ち抜け。
了解。新兵器巨大パチンコ名をカブト、その威力とくと見よう。必殺ファイヤーバードスター。
まさか
完了。やりやがった。あいつら旗への攻撃の意味が分かってんのか。海賊たちが世界政府に宣戦布告しやがった。正気か貴様ら、全世界を敵に回して生きられると思うなよ。
望むところだ。
Alright, next is Thriller Bark. This one's probably gonna go meh. Probably high meh. It wasn't like Brooke was a cool character, but just like the whole like, and definitely the spooky vibe was fun, but like the whole like Gecko Moria and like all that was, it was kind of just made, it was kind of boring, honestly. Though having Nightmare Luffy was cool to see and all that, but it's just like, it was just really slow paced and all that. But like, even after all that, like I still have a good part that I like, and it was probably this.
ラブーンが元気で待っていてくれると分かった。影も戻った。魔の海域も抜けた。このダイヤルに蓄えたみんなの歌声は、もう私が一人昔を懐かしむための歌じゃない。これはラブーンに届けるための歌。でもね、ルフィさん。私生きててよかった。
そりゃそう
ああ、私仲間になっていいですか？
だ。あ、いいぞ。
さらっと入った。
Alright, next is Sabaody Archipelago. This was a tear jerker, especially towards the end, but having like just having like all the top rookies create a new generation all appear on Sabaody at the same time, and then having Kizaru like come over there and basically disintegrate half of them. Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon to protect Hachi, just insane. And then having, of course, the fight with Kuma and Kizaru, with Rayleigh blocking off Kizaru, and then having Kuma send everyone into their own island to basically have a time skip, was a really good like intro to that, like, and showing that how weak the Straw Hats actually were, and like the fact that they needed that, and because of Kuma almost being turned into a pacifista, that like he just wanted to help the Straw Hats. Yeah, definitely imperfection. But yeah, this is probably gonna be my favorite part right here.
ひどいね。おお、びっくりしたね。ヤタの鏡。
あ、なんで？
Alright, next is Impel Down and Marineford. This is another one going to God tier. Having first Impel Down, Luffy going through all that, and then his fight with Magellan was insane with the poison and all that, and then building Luffy's immunity system to the poison. And then Bond Clay, the GOAT in Impel Down, was so good, and completely changed the villain that Bond Clay was into the friend like that Luffy basically needed in that entire arc. And then having Ivankov basically realizing that his master's son is helping him right now. So with all the hormones that he was given, that Luffy was given, to like basically make it through. And then Jinbei, of course, combining the fishmen and human like tribe together, not tribe, fishmen and human like conjoined, fishmen and okay, hold up. Basically with Jinbei and Luffy, like having Jinbei be as loyal to Luffy as he was, and then also combining the races of humans and fishmen even more, and then Marineford, the like entire thing from the Luffy falling out of the sky, Whitebeard doing his thing, Ace, Oars Jr., like everything, all the way from like it's probably like I don't know. I think it would be my favorite arc of all time. Like this whole series, it's just like insane of what happened that, and then even like all the way up to Luffy losing Ace, and then having that like mentality of Luffy and Jinbei snapping it back into him, that he has his friends still left to save and all that, was insane, and like him got him to become stronger with Rayleigh, and of course losing a Yonko, but and of course she's using a, ugh, and of course losing a Yonko, and basically gaining a new one with two devil fruits. So having Blackbeard being able to carry two devil fruits when normally it would kill anybody else was insane to see. Shanks of course appeared. Like Luffy got his memorable scar. It was like a packed arc, and it was just kind of insane. Like that's definitely gonna be my favorite. And like this is just what I love about it.
諦めんかい。
そこまでだ
海兵
もうやめましょうよ。もうこれ以上戦うのやめましょうよ。
なんだあいつ誰か助けよう。
命がもったいない。兵士一人一人に帰りを待つ家族がいるのに、目的はもう果たしてるのに、誠意のない海賊を追いかけ、やめられる戦いに欲をかいて、今手当てすれば助かる兵士を見捨てて、その上にまだ犠牲者を増やすなんて、今から倒れていく兵士たちは
孔明か。
まるでバカじゃないですか。
All right, next is Fishman. So I'm gonna have to put this here because Fishman, it was just like definitely the racism in it helped a lot. Like building the racism between humans and the Fishmen, and how much like racism happened with the Fishmen, and all that, and then more in the Celestial Dragon that will help farther down the line, of course. But just like having all that was amazing for the story, but it's just the actual Horty Jones like being so weak and Luffy being so strong after the time skip. It just kind of felt like it was a way for Luffy to show off to like us and like his whole crew and all that. And Shirahoshi, Neptune, and the three brothers was a good like story for down the line, and Reverie and Egghead. But like it was honestly not like my favorite. The pacing was super slow and all that, so yeah. But like I do still have a favorite part, and it'd probably be that.
傷つけても傷つけられても流れる赤い血とても道とは言えぬほどか細く狭いその管こそ恐れ合う偏見を
血で血を洗う戦いを。核もたやすくすり抜けて絵空に描く幻想よりも確かに見える太陽へと続く道。
Alright, next is Punk Hazard. It wasn't my favorite arc, but it definitely wasn't my least favorite. It definitely it brought up Wano, it brought up taking down Kaido. The pirate alliance between Law and Luffy was really good. Learn about more about the underground smile factories and the devil fruit trading with Doflamingo, Kaido, Caesar, all Virgo, and all them was definitely good. Seeing Smoker and the Navy appear was cool too. But I don't know, the pacing was okay. I think I'm gonna have to put it right above the bark, but because I wouldn't really hate it, it's just not my favorite arc. But I don't know, I still like this part though.
やめてくれ。クソマヤンが死んじまう。その人がいなくなったら。安心しろ。全員皆殺しだ。あらら。そいつさ、俺の友達なんだよ。あれは元大将青木じ。
Alright, next is Dressrosa. This one is a hard one. I'm probably gonna have to put it in crazy, bottom of crazy, because it was super drawn out. Having, of course, seen Gear 4 happen after and what happened during the time skip more, and seeing him being able to make Armnet see him make Armnet hockey rubberized was cool, but it just was super long pace, stretched out. The pace was horrible, and they could have made the 100 something episodes definitely a lot shorter. But it wasn't a super bad arc. It was definitely really interesting with Doflamingo because he's definitely the best villain in One Piece in my opinion. He's the GOAT for villains. He was just put in a bad arc basically. Is this February? Okay. And of course, I still got my favorite part, which is and next we have Zoe. Now this, of course, helps build with Minx. there's Wano, Samurai and Minx Alliance, Kaido, Jack the Beast. Yeah, all of Kaido's like basically Jack the Beast being a fisherman, and all that on top of Zunisha and Momonosuke being able to communicate basically was really good. So I'd probably have to put it. In like above. Nah, actually put it below Alabasta, because it wasn't like super crazy. It was okay. I definitely want to say it's my like favorite arc, but it was definitely okay. But like I still love this part though.
なんだこの気迫。何をする気だ。
花 他は空中に投げ出されますか。制御不能ですち
All right, next we have Whole Cake. Again, one with Dressrosa, super stretched out, and the Sanji backstory was amazing for it. If Sanji didn't have his backstory, it would be a lot worse. And like the whole like Germa 66 helps with Wano and farther, but just like the fight between like Luffy and Big Mom, it like I wish it was more, but it wasn't. And of course, we got Snake Man introduced with Katakuri and Luffy learning, not really learning, but getting used to Future Sight with his observation hockey, which was cool. It just was kind of like depressing, honestly. That like it definitely took a hot minute to get through though. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna put it above Dressrosa. I don't know. Dressrosa and Whole Cake are like the two that took me the longest to finish, even like compared to Wano, which is insane. But yeah, this like I still have my favorite scenes in here, and it's probably gonna be that.
Washi wa koko o yamete 麦わらの一味に入りたい。
まあいい。やめた後は好きにしやがれ。だが、ここを抜けることへの落とし前はつけてもらうよ。
あんたが取れるだけのわしの寿命を差し出そう。
寿命は大好物さ。痛くもねえ場所にいるくらいなら死を選ぶか。愚か者。ステイオアライフ。
クじゃ。
魂が出てこねえ。嘘だろ。1ミリもママにビビってねえんだ。
Alright, next is Reverie. It was definitely okay. Having the Revolutionary Army challenge the Celestial Dragons was cool, and then having all the princesses and all that like happen, it was definitely sick. Like I liked it a lot, but it wasn't like good enough to be up there. Like it was only like what 12, 13 episodes long, so it wasn't bad at all. So I definitely think I'm gonna have to put it bottom, meh. Maybe even, yeah, I'm gonna put it top of Pew. Yeah, probably my favorite part might have to be this.
父上様。よりよりおとなしくしろ。止まれレベッカ、天竜人やい。
俺はこのワチがペットにしてやる。
レア、今助けるぞ、人魚姫。やめろ、かの国の兵、誰か止めろ。
礼を言うのが先じゃないか。
サイファーポールゼロ。
神が欲するものはすべて差し出すのは必然。
太陽の元は
白星を返しなさい。友達なの。
待て、アラバスタの王女ネプチューン王。
ダメ、手を出してはいけない。ネプチューンはこんなのが人間じゃない。みんなでぶつかりましょうよ。
白星を守るためだ。許せ。
向かうか。ルシ、サイファーポールゼロ。
誰だ。天竜人を殴った。どうか許してくれ。天竜人。姫を離せ、バカ者。私のことなど忘れだろ、ネプチューン。もしやお主。10年前竜宮王国に漂着した愚かな天竜人が私だ。
おやめなさい。
よるいともめ。乙姫王妃、
銃を捨ててください。子供たちが見ています。
なり乙姫王妃に諭され人間にしてもらった。サイファーポールよ、ここは引け。
Next is Wano, the longest arc in One Piece right now. It's gonna have to go bottom god tier. Gear 5, Kaido, Big Mom, the Triple Pirate Alliance, having the whole like Wano explain Wano's backstory, the Kozuki clan being like introduced, Odin, and then Odin being with Goldie Roger, and Goldie Roger basically, or Luffy basically doing everything that like, okay, hold up, and then Yamato, and then having Goldie Roger and Luffy being on the same like ideology path, and just showing how Luffy is going to be king of the pirates. And of course, like I said before, Gear 5 was insane, my second favorite gear. And just like having like Momonosuke like build up his courage to become the shogun of Wano definitely helps a lot. So I'm definitely gonna have to put it in God tier. I love this arc. It was definitely like 200 episodes was a lot, but it was definitely worth it towards the end. I liked it a lot. And of course, my favorite part, his Gear 5 Luffy.
介聞こえる？懐かしいなお。解放のドラムが聞こえる。間違いなくそこにいるぞ。良いボーイが帰ってきた。
Alright, last for right now until I have to update it as soon as One Piece ends. But we got Egghead. It was okay. Actual landing on Egghead and all that was okay. I don't like the whole 6 Vegapunks and Stella was cool. I'm probably gonna have to put it top of crazy because it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't okay. It was okay. But like having the stories after that with what happened in the Reverie with like Sabo and Emu and the 5 elders like all becoming what they did, and Sabo being blamed for King Cobra's death was definitely a good very good building the story on towards later, and it's definitely like the actual start of this One Piece story, which I really like. And then having Kobe and Garp on Beehive Island or Pirate Island, and having Garp show off all his stuff, and then Kobe, of course, last episode showing off his honesty impact. Still one of my favorite scenes, and that's probably it's either gonna be that or a different scene that I'm thinking of. It's gonna be one of those two scenes, or it might be both. I don't know, I haven't decided. But yeah, whichever one plays now is the one that's my favorite.
何を守るために海兵になった。コビー！
ダメだ！海へ！
お前らなら救える。
オネスティー！インパクト！
Alright, well, that is my whole tier list for One Piece arcs. It goes Impel Down, A's Lobby, Wano, Drum Island, Water 7, Sabo Odia Archipelago, East Blue, Egghead, Skypiea, Alabasta, Zoe, Long Ring Long Island, Whole Cake Island, Dressrosa, Punk Hazard, Thriller Bark, Whiskey Peak and Little Garden, Reverie, and Fishman. It could, could be a lot of tweaking and all that, because there's not enough tiers for it, but I think this is good for right now until One Piece actually ends. And once that ends, then I'll finish up this and have everything, probably change a lot of my opinions because I'll probably rewatch it. But other than that, like, this is probably good for me right now. This is all my opinion, of course. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments. But other than that, this is it. See ya.